third lane, that's a possible automatic fail. Now guys, right now we are driving in Edmonton, Alberta. Okay, so if you're in Manitoba or in other province, I have done some videos in the other province as well, so you can check them out as well. So if you, in your driving test, if you go over the speed limit, that's gonna be automatic fail. And if you're driving too slow without any reason, that's also automatic fail. We're gonna be turning left next, so signal, mirror check, shoulder check, and one more time, signal, mirror check, shoulder check. So here we have two lanes and they both are going left. We are turning left, not on this intersection but the one after that. All right, so now I can signal left. Now I have to be careful, because if I'm in the second lane, when I turn, I want to make sure I stay in the second lane, okay? Because if I start to drift in the left lane, that's going to be an automatic fail as well. So there is a broken white line that we can follow as a guide. Now on the right hand side, there is a speed limit sign, maximum 80 kilometer, another sign indicating this lane is going to end, so we need to get out of this lane. Signal, mirror check, shoulder check, move over to the left hand side when it's safe. So you always want to read signs, okay? Very, very important point. Make sure you're reading signs. So we see another speed limit sign, maximum 80 kilometers. Now we're going to be merging onto this highway here. So we will change lane one more time. So I'm going to signal left. I'm checking my left mirror, shoulder check, looks clear. And then we move over to the left side. Now speed limit here is still maximum 80 kilometers, and when you're on a highway like this, you want to maintain distance from the other cars as well. Don't drive too close to the other cars. Don't tailgate them. Keep both hands on the steering all the time. When you're behind the wheel, you want to keep both hands on the steering. 9 and 3 o'clock hand position. If you start driving with only one hand like this, okay, that's gonna be automatic fail in the test. All right, if you need to scratch, that's totally fine. You can take your hand off that time, but you don't just want to put one hand on your knee and then just keep it that way. So don't relax your hands. Just keep them on the wheel. All right. Okay, so speed limit here is still maximum 80 kilometers. I'm looking at my speedometer. We are doing about 79, 70, 78, 79, so close to 80. And your speed also depends on, guys, it also depends on the road condition and the weather as well, okay? So the posted speed limit signs, they are for ideal conditions. So now we have traffic merging from the right hand side, so we can actually change lane. Signal, mirror check, shoulder check. Give them a little bit more space so they can come into your lane safely, right? So that's you should be doing that when you're on a busy highway like this. Now we are going uphill here, so I'm stepping on the gas a little bit more, because now we are going against the gravity. So when you're going downhill, that time you take your foot off from the gas pedal. You might have to step on the brake that time. It depends like how steep the hill is. Like now we have a little bit downhill here. It's not much, so this one is okay. So checking my speed again. You can also look check your mirrors. Look in the side mirror here, look in your rear view mirror, right side mirror. Like you want to know what's happening around you, right? Like how much what's traffic doing behind you. Is there any car on your left hand side? Is there any car on your right hand side? Like you should have all the information all the time. Alright, so looking at my speedometer again, so we are still okay. We are doing about 80 kilometers. It's Monday afternoon today, guys. We're gonna be driving on this highway for a little bit, so maybe another 4 or 5 minutes, I think. So instead of driving straight, what we can do is we can practice on lane change. So let's say well, we are still driving straight. What I meant, you know, like instead of just not saying anything, let's practice on lane change. So we're gonna be changing lane to the left hand side. Now so what I do is I look in my mirror first. Okay, if I see a car, then I will see how far that car is and how fast they are going. All right. So right now I do see a car in the mirror, but they're a little bit far. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna signal left, leave my signal on for a little bit and see what that person is doing. He's slowing down. I'm gonna do shoulder check to make sure my blind spot is clear, and then I move over to the left hand side. So you don't want to rush yourself. Take your time. Okay, take your time. So we are checking speed again, maximum 80 kilometers. So now let's do another lane change to the right hand side. So we're going to do same thing. I'm going to check my mirror. I don't see any car in my mirror. Now I'm going to signal right, mirror check again, shoulder check, and then I move over to the right hand side because there was nobody in the right lane. So you want to do mirror check, you also want to signal, and then you want to do shoulder check as well. So there's some construction going on. Speed limit here is still maximum 80 kilometers. As you can see, there is a sign on the left hand side. So looking at my speedometer again, so we are doing pretty good. So now we are going downhill. So you want to cover your brake and make sure you're checking your speed as well, and make sure you're still maintaining distance from the other cars. So when you're going downhill, you want to make sure you're not going over the speed limit. So you have to be very careful with your speed. Now further down, we're gonna be turning right, so I'm going to change lane to the right. So I'm checking my mirror. I'm gonna put the right signal on, mirror check, shoulder check, looks clear, and then we move over to the right hand side. Another speed limit sign on the right hand side, maximum 80 kilometers. And we're gonna be we can also turn right from this lane as well. So we will actually stay in this lane. We're gonna take the next exit. Now we have to signal right because from this lane you can go straight or right. So we signal right. There is a speed limit sign. It says maximum 60 kilometer on the ramp. So we're gonna slow down to 60 kilometers. Now we are going uphill a little bit, so I have to step on the gas a little bit more to make sure I'm not going super slow. Another speed limit sign is coming up on the right hand side, so it shows a maximum 60 kilometers. So I'm checking my speedometer again. And after this traffic light, we will change lane to the right. So we're gonna mirror check, signal, mirror check, shoulder check, looks clear, move over. And we are turning right on this 87 Avenue. So mirror shoulder check, light is green, so we are good to go. And there's no pedestrian crossing. So now we have a speed limit sign, maximum 60 kilometers. And we are doing about 57, 58. Now I have to change lane to the left, and because there's roundabout coming up, and we're going to be turning left at roundabout, so we are taking third exit. But there is a car beside me, so I'm just going to let him pass. So we got a green light, so that means we are good to go. So this car is gone, so now I'm going to signal, mirror check again, shoulder check, looks clear, move over. Speed limit is going to be 50 kilometers next. Now we see a roundabout here, and we're gonna slow down, checking for pedestrians first. and then I check traffic, nobody coming this way, so we are good to go. We're gonna be taking third exit. So this is second exit, and now we are going to signal right, and then we're gonna exit roundabout. Speed limit sign, maximum 60 kilometers. So now we see another crosswalk is coming up, so make sure you check on the crosswalks. So anything like any crosswalk, like railway crossing, you know, pedestrian crosswalk, you always want to check on the railway crossing, pedestrian crosswalks, you need to check on all of them. So we see a green light coming up, and then we see a maximum speed limit sign, 60 kilometers. I'm checking my speed as well. So we're gonna be turning right, but it's a little bit far, but let's actually get in the other lane. So mirror check, signal, mirror check, shoulder check, looks clear, move over. Now speed limit, guys, it's still a maximum 60 kilometers. So when the road is empty like this, right? So like right now, traffic lights are far, there's no stop sign, and road is almost empty. That's when you automatically gonna go over the speed limit if you're not paying attention. Okay, so you have to look at your speed. There is a bus in the right lane, so I don't really want to drive behind the bus. So let's change lane to the left. All right. When you stop behind a car, you should be able to see the back tires. So, you know, back tires on the ground. So now we got a green light. Let's go. Another speed limit sign on the right hand side, maximum 60 kilometers. So we're gonna be turning right next, and if you look at the overhead signs, we can turn right from the middle lane as well. So I'm gonna actually turn right from the middle lane. I still have to put the right signal on. Now I have to make sure I stay in this lane. I'm checking on the crosswalk here. Now I'm checking traffic coming from the left hand side, looks clear, and now we are good to go. So we're gonna be turning left here, so I got my left blinker on. Now there's already one car established in the intersection, so I'm just gonna stop here because there should be only one car in the intersection at a time. Okay, so let him go, and if the light is still green like this, that's when I can go as well. There is a car coming, but he's a little bit far. So now we see speed limit sign, maximum 50 kilometers. So I'm looking at my speed, I'm doing about 50 kilometers now. Again, if you go over the speed limit in your driving test, that's gonna be automatic fail. And if you're driving too slow, that also becomes a safety hazard, and that's a possible automatic fail as well. Alright, so we got traffic lights coming up, and speed limit, guys, it's still 50 kilometers. So I'm looking at my speedometer. Still have both hands on the steering. Crosswalk is coming up, so I'm checking on both sides. Alright, so now we are behind bus again. So let's see if we can change lane here. Oh, okay, buses actually. So he's already changing lane, so we're gonna stay in this lane unless there is a parked car or something. There is actually, that's why he's changing lane as well. Alright, so we need to get out of this lane, so we're gonna mirror check, signal, mirror check again. This guy is slowing down, shoulder check, blind spot clear, and we move over. Crosswalk coming up, so checking on both sides. Looking at my speed again, so we are doing good. Same thing on this intersection. So we got a green light. There's also a sign indicating that left lane is only for left turns. So after this intersection, we're gonna be changing lane to the right. So here I can see the back tires on the ground. So when you stop behind a car, don't go too close to that car. Make sure you maintain some distance. If you're going too close to other cars, that's going to be a deduction in the test. And sometimes it's a automatic fail, depends on the situation. So you always want to be careful. Alright, so after this intersection, we need to change lane to the right. So what I'm gonna do is, there is a car beside me, so I'm just gonna slow down a little bit, put the right signal on and see what he's doing. Okay, so he's slowing down now, so I'm gonna move over. See, that's what you should be doing. Okay, so you put the signal on, then you wait and see what other driver is doing. Now some people they speed up, they're gonna see your signal, they're gonna speed up, then you let them go. And sometimes people they're gonna slow down for you, right? So they see your signal on, they're gonna slow down for you. That's when you move over. So don't rush yourself. Make sure you take time for lane change. Okay, even a lot of experienced drivers they struggle with the lane change as well. So it comes with a practice, and that's why you should be taking a driving lessons from a good driving school. You see the number there. So give me a call, send me a text message, we can help you. All right, my friends, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much.